Delco After Dark live music series. Live on. Hey, there we are, driving by the Wawa corporate offices over at Red Roof. Hey, and there's some more Wawa. Hey, going through, heading to town to... Oh, Jesus. Hey, Frank's on the show as we head by the Sterling Pig, one of the places. And hey, that's where the coffee club used to be. Ah, the memories. You know what? Hey, there's me. Hey, I'm on the show too. This is like the State Street montage. This is like the heart of Delaware County. At least we didn't get hit by the trolley or nothing because, there's the trolley. Delco After Dark opening montage. Hey, stop by the Media Theater because, hey, and then you got to go by John's, O'Connell's over in Springfield. But we just sort of parked at the 2312 because we did, hey, Pinocchio's. Got to stop by Wawa and eat off the trash can because that's what you do. Delco After Dark. Come on, join us for a little bit. Singer-songwriter series right here on Twitch and Facebook right now.
Is it dark? And are you in Delco? Because if so, have we got a show tailor-made for that exact circumstance right here for you and yours from us and us. It's Delco After Dark. Go figure. That show, that event, that Friday night tradition that you do, not really sure why, but you keep doing it and watching beyond all reason, apparently, to these guys. And whomever they are able to drag on kicking, sometimes screaming. I mean, the screaming usually ends long before showtime, but you never know what's going to happen. Seriously, you never do, which gives it that surprise, kind of feel to it, like, ooh, what's going to happen? Hey. So let's see what surprises happen tonight on Delco After Dark.
Hey everybody, welcome to Delco After Dark. It's been a while. I know it's not Saturday night, but I was tired. I had a month off. I was, my vacation. For those of you that don't realize why we were gone, and when I say we, I mean me, because it's just me at this point. I was put in Facebook jail for a little while for a reason that I do not know. I'm not going to gripe about it too much because, this is their playground. You play by their rules or lack of rules. Yay! Hey, happy Blair. Thank you, Blair. Well, I turned off the air conditioning in here so it wouldn't be too noisy, and it gets hot really fast. It's not there yet, but this is just a short hello, welcome back. I get off my ass and start lining up guests and do some stuff again. We'll go sweat out on the porch and truly drink strange sodas. But apparently I posted something so tremendously evil about a year ago, literally a year and a quarter ago. It was May 3rd, 2023, which is a date in the past, which seems weird. But I posted something so crazy in a private forum with my friends that Facebook went, no. And they won't let me see what it is. And I would love to see. I mean, is it out of the question? I guess not, but I can't imagine what I would post that would be so terrible. So I'm really curious, but it's one of those things where I'm just never going to... It's one of those mysteries I'll never solve, as one of my own songs would postulate, if that's the word, if that's the correct word. So in the meantime, I thought I would stop by and say hi for a quick minute and go, hi, I'm still here, in some respect. I know, right? They did, yeah. They I heard a friend of mine. I have a friend of mine. Oh, I've probably got verb on. Hold on. There we go. That's going to come in later in a second. But I had a friend of mine. I hope I remember to put the verb back on. I'll put my guitar pick there. My buddy had posted his I think his mom's obituary. And they blocked him, and they put him in Facebook jail for an obituary post. Which I mean, he's just like his mom died. Mom died. He's talking about his mom died. So I don't see that as a big red flag. But you never know. You never know what you're gonna. Oh, I did not have verb. No shit. Really? Hold on. No verb? Woo. Maybe just a scotch. Maybe just a tiny bit. How about now? Is that better? Oh my God, I can literally hear that through the headphones behind me. Okay. That was a really big room. So anyway, I thought I'd just come on and say hi for a second. Not so much for any particular reason. I'm keeping an eye on, I'll do this. Apparently I can do this on TikTok, but I have to go through their own thing and do stuff. Yeah, it's probably all gone now, just a little bit. But I wanted to show you the new guitar I picked up. It just got repaired really quickly, actually. Mike Duffy fixed it over at his in his little guitar studio thing, and this is one of my new folk guitar picks that is getting worn out. When I do this again, I'll have it done in black, because when it wears out, when it starts to wear out, I'll probably get it with the Early Bird Night Owl album cover on it, because it's the one I'm working on now. But I found this guitar over in the Aston Pawn Shop over on Pennell Road, and it had a little bit of issues with it, and I was like, well, but it's a very pretty guitar, but would it play nice? I don't know. But I took it over. I picked it up, and I got it at a very, very good price considering what it lists at. And I took it over to Mike Duffy, and he loved it. Loves this thing. He's like, this should be the Delco After Dark guitar. So you're a lone wolf now. It should be you. I was like, man, okay. But he put new strings on it, Alexers, and he fixed all the frets, because the frets were just crazy. They were like a mountain range up and down. And there were a ton of other issues with it. Plus, that there was a crack in the laminate on the top, which there's only so much you can do with it, but it's barely noticeable, and it doesn't affect the sound at all. So all of these things put together, I got this super cheap, plus the case. You know what? I'll start with showing the case, because the case, and if you've seen my video, you've already seen the case. The case is Paisley. I've never seen... I have never seen. I don't know if it can turn up in the. There it is. Oh, the light makes it. It's a Paisley guitar case. If you've seen one, you've got more time on the planet than me. I've never seen a Paisley guitar case before, and it's in ridiculously good condition, because this instrument, believe me, was played. This is not one that whoever had it and sold it off to the pawn shop bought it and did not use it. It was a tremendously played instrument. So that's the case. But enough with the case. Did the guitar fix up nice? Well, let me show you. And then we'll hear how it plays for a second. So here's the back. Ooh, shiny. Oh, well, look, you can see my monitor. You can see my big ass monitor in the in the guitar. So this is a Luna. This is a Luna Lone Wolf guitar. Oh, look how shiny it is. It's picking up my whole monitor. I'm trying to get it on an angle that won't shine. There it is. So this is made out of the front of it. I mean, it is a plywood guitar at its base, probably, so it's going to have a different sort of flatter sound than one of my others. If you can still hear me, I might be a little quieter. But it has, I think, 7 kinds of wood on the top, including koa, mahogany. The top is ebony. I don't know what the moon is. But the black is ebony, and it's got a mahogany neck with mahogany. And just as far as a pretty guitar, it's probably about the prettiest guitar you'll ever see. The tone... the tone of it is well, you'll hear it in a minute. The tone's decent. It's got a good guitar. It's got good strings. He's lowered the action. The markers, the fret markers, are moons, and it's cycles of the moon. Like, I don't know if you can tell. It's like it's waxing and waning, and then a full moon at the midpoint, and then it goes back to crescent moons again, which I think is pretty friggin' cool. It might. It's a big list. But somebody's sending me a message. But yeah, it really is, right, Blair? It's and I got it, and like I said, I scored it for pennies on the dollar. Pennies. Okay, normally I have my little ones, but so it is. Let me make it. it is not bad. I mean, it's not bad at all. So I figure I would play a tune or two from the new album that we're putting together. That since I posted one up the other day asking the question whether it needed drums or not. And that was The Dream, which is currently my friend Pam and Lisa's favorite song from the new one. I don't really, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on my drummer. That's Johnny. Johnny's going to come out and help us do that. I'll tell you what, it's heavy. It's a little bit heavier than and the E still is bending into place. It's got fairly nice electronics. It's got a really nice tuner on the side. You can sort of tell. It's got a really nice Fishman little pickup and a little tuner on the side. And like I said, I got it for basically $100, basically like $150. So that is. See here the E is the E is still stretching itself out. So I thought I'd play a tune or two from the album, just for the sake of playing it. So is this coming out? Yeah. So it's not bad. It is not bad. It's not as good as my Epiphone or the Ovation that I had him do, but it's not bad. So I'll play the beginning of Cease and Desist. Although it's not called Cease and Desist now. This one's called OK/not, which you can't actually have that as a file name. You can't have a slash in a file name, so it's only in the MP3 metadata. So it opens up like a. Yeah, the tone's not bad. It's still keeping its tune. Things won't always be what you want. You can't control what's around you. Thought I could have been more than this. Turns out I have more work to do. As luck would have it, I've got some time on my hands. Truly envy what's in store for you. I could take a little time off from life's demands. I've got one last night lie to sell to you. It's okay not to be okay, and I'm okay with that, I suppose. Been on okay for far too long, and I'm sure it shows. I know it shows. Maybe I could dig myself out, figure out just what I need to do. But this might take a while, don't wait up, keep a light on, I'll try not to wake you. Try not to wake you. Try not to wake you. And it goes into a big like solo piece, and it has a Blade Runner ending, which is kind of crazy. I wonder if I can play it, because I had AJ Ford from the Mummers, from the guy from the Woodland Mummers. I said, listen, I want to throw some, what do you call it, some saxophone on the end of this thing. So he's like, I'm on it. So let me see if this plays over the big white. Okay, so this needs to come through this. Boop, 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 boop. It's been a while. Yeah, I gotta get me a co-host. There we go. I gotta get me a co-host and start booking guests and stuff like that. But that's not why I'm here today. There you go. That should work. Now it should work. Let's see. This should come through. Okay. So I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I just played the whole thing. So the other thing I wanted for this, I am not wearing lipstick, although it does look it. Oh, there's a filter on. There must be a filter on the video. Yes, I'm a pretty boy. Yeah, there's a green screen filter on. Look at that. Boom. Oh, it's color correction. There we go. Thanks, Chris. Oh, wow. That's it. Thanks, Chris. There you go. Although it still looks rather... Anyway, that's a fretless bass, which is like a guitar that has none of these little lines on it. So you just have to be like, I guess I know what I'm doing. Well, look at all the white. Watch this. That's literally just like the player from my thing. So whoop, there it goes. And then it breaks into that. Tip jar's never working. That would also require tips. Okay, so where? Okay. Things won't always be what you want. You can't control what's around you. I thought I could have been more than this. Turns out I had more work to do. So the end of this, which is what I'm looking for, So it does that, and you heard me play it a second ago. My daughter calls it Carl play because the chorus is rather kind of like. Maybe. The chorus is rather Coldplay-esque. I heard it's okay not to be okay, and I'm okay with that, I suppose. I've been okay for far too long, and I'm sure it shows. I know it shows. Maybe I can dig myself out, figure out just what I need to do. This might take a while, don't wait up, keep the light on, I'll try not to wake you. It's a bossa nova. It's the first bossa nova I've ever written. So that's what the middle does. But the ending, I wanted something very Blade Runner-y, because first it originally started with just the. And Lisa was like, well, why don't you throw something on it? Like, you know, I don't know, something. And I was like, you know, I have a Rainstorm I recorded on my porch back in Wallingford about 15 years ago. So I threw that in and gave it little effects. So it starts with, this is the last song on the album, so it starts with that. So I was like, fuck it, I'll end it with that too. So it ends with that, and I got AJ to put a saxophone on it. There it is. So the song ends with like, for far too long, and I'm sure it shows. I know it shows. I know it shows. Maybe I can take myself out, figure out just what I need to do. But this might take a while, don't wait up, keep a light on, I'll try not to wake you. Wishbone comes back in because, of course, it does. It's this tiny little lead in that one ear that I love. Yeah, if you have phones on, this is pretty friggin' crazy. This is so Blade Runner. This is so Blade Runner. And here comes AJ. The guitar's right, the chimes are left, and the saxophone is centered with a 500 millisecond delay on the left and a 300 millisecond on the right, so it goes bang, bang, bang. And there's a chorus on the left ear. Just ends, and then I'm done the whole, and then I just drop my microphone. You can hear it pop. I'm just like, I'm done. There it is. I just dropped the microphone. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. But I wanted a really Blade Runner-y, if you're familiar with, like, Vangelis and Blade Runner, a really sort of thing like that to end the whole thing. So. Anyway, but I really just stopped by to show off the crazy guitar. I'll play a little bit of Cat in the Rain. Oh, no, you know what? I should play The Dream, because that's the one that everyone's... not everyone. Yeah, the whole world's talking about The Dream. There it is. If I can still play it. That one's the whole finger-picked one. See? I don't remember how it's played. Is this it? Had that dream again. I think it was a dream. You were there. We're still together. We're in the old house, the first house, the one we were happy in. Thought we were. Do you remember? Watching TV on the floor in the living room, dancing in the dining room, loving in the bedroom till we weren't. Just you and me and the cats in the shade of our front yard. They're all gone now. The cats, the shade, the love. And if I had that dream nearly every night, what was it that I thought we should be? If that boy had any sense, he'd have never have taken flight. I wake from that dream alone, and it's just me. My dream. My dream. It's just a dream. This is where I wanted the cello. Can't find one though. And if I had that dream nearly every night. Had it all, but I could never see. And if I could go back and talk to him, could I make him see the light? I wake from that dream alone, and it's just me. My dream. My dream. It's just a dream. Had that dream again. I think it was a dream. You were there, still together. We're in the old house, the first house, the one we were happy in, thought we were. And that thing has been cut to the bone. It had like another verse. It might have had two other verses and like a bridge and this and that. And I was like, it's oh, thanks. Yeah, it's supposed to. If anyone that's been through the whole, that whole first relationship went to shit thing, everyone, people I talk to, everyone can relate to the, we were in the old house, the first house. Remember the one we were happy in? Remember that one? A lot of people can really identify with that line, it seems. So anyway, I'll play Cat in the Rain, and then that's about it. I just wanted to show off the thing, and I'm, fairly happy with it. I was playing it over at Mike's, and the tone of it, I was like, I'm not. It's more of a work of art than anything. It's not really, but it's an entirely it's totally playable. It's very pretty headstock too. But it's just very. This one, where's the blah 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 blah. So this is it's actually got some decent, for me especially, some decent solo work in it, which I'm not going to play here. But this is Cat in the Rain, and this is what it's going to sound like on the album. We just need to put the drums on it. So here's Cat in the Rain. It's all me. So that's it. So here it is on this one. It's a little bit different because there's none of all that solo work. See, if I were to plug in the other one, it is a little tinny. It is. It's not bad. It's just not like the Ovation. It's all me. It's always me. It's never you. Sometimes I wish it were you, and I could say no, could tell her to go, but you never do. Sometimes I can't get over you. It's 3 in the morning. Why am I still here? It's the 3rd time she's left. I doubt she's coming back, I fear. The rain soaks the ground, finds its way in. You can try and stay ahead of her, but you won't win. Feels like we've been here before, one foot in and out the door, like a cat in the rain. I need to go, but I wanna stay. I can't remember anymore. Is it always this way? Doesn't care what you think, she doesn't care what you do. Textbook opposite of love. Look it up, they'll find a picture of you. Can pine all you want, can wish on your star of choice. You can scream from the rooftops as if you have no voice. Feels like we've been here before, with one foot in and out the door, like a cat in the rain. I need to go, but I want to stay. I can't remember anymore. Is it always this way? So it actually becomes an entirely different song at the end of it. That I was like, oh, that's because that came to me one day. I was like, I can make a whole song out of that, or I can just make that the ending to that song, which. So, see, it sounds a lot different when it's all progress. But the ending of it actually has some fairly, put it out the door like a cat in the rain. See the little echo. Need to go, but I want to stay. I can't remember anymore. I can't even play the solo to this. Always this way. But for me, this is actually pretty good. I can't even play it. I forget what I did. Wait. I have no idea what I did. No idea. I love that. It's a totally Ned riff. It's a kind of a my brother Ned riff sort of stolen. But that's about it. So thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I just wanted to show off the new axe, which is it's probably just going to hang on the wall because I've spent most of my life having two guitars, and now all of a sudden I have way too many. But when you come across this in a pawn shop for like $150, to like $250 with the case, and the case itself is worth $1, at least $1. So when you come across this, you can't. I couldn't leave it. I couldn't leave it hanging. So that was the thing. Here, I'll end with no. Delco After Dark will be back next Saturday night. I need a guest, and I need a co-host or a rotating co-host. You don't have to sign on for a whole year every week, but if you could come on, if you can like give me like the second Saturday every month, I mean, and it's not locked down. I'm not going to be like, hey, you didn't make it, because I'm not paying you nothing except for like crappy sodas. So, so anyway, this is No. I think this is, I don't know if this is one of the ones that Blair, somebody pointed it out to me, like they really dug it. It's it's all love and lost and stuff. That's this album, which is why I need to get this album done, because it's neat, but it's not a feel good album. But it's getting a lot of my stuff out and onto the paper and out in the world, and then I can work on other stuff, because man, it's not bad. It's plywoody. It's got that maybe a little bit of bass on that, maybe a little bit of maybe a little bit. No, it's just I mean, it's not, it's actually much more than the guitar that I really like, which is the Epiphone back there, the Gibson knockoff. The low end on that one is spectacular, but that's not what I'm here to play right now. It's like, it's got a really low hum on it. I can hear it, I think. Yeah, it's just way there in the background. I never like hearing no, but I hear it all the time. And I never like it when you go, but you do it all the time. Truth is, I never thought it would last, and it struggles to survive. Hope don't happen without action, I found. Believe me, I'll tell you I've tried. And everything will work out fine, I'm sure. It's gonna be. Truth is, I hoped for so much more, but I'll take what I can get, 'cause there's nothing new to me. Perhaps I've overstayed my welcome, 'cause I can feel the chill in our air. I'm suddenly focused on the sound of nothing around, now that you're not there anymore. Is there ever such a thing as the perfect ending? Most are messy, some disastrous, I'm told. Few are fun, and I prefer less, I imagine. So I'll leave it to you then, as I feign my way through all my best. But it would be disingenuous of me. We both know the well of sadness is dark and often bottomless. And of course it's got little electric solos, you know, through there. Canada, well, that's okay. You can do it. We can do it remotely. Maybe I'll start doing it remotely again. Although there is, the live stuff is so much fun. It's so much fun with the live thing. All right, I'll do one more. These, like I said, these are all coming out once I get drums on them. Like they're all done. And this one's got a big like sound design shit at the end of it. It's got like, you know, birds and waves and all sorts of stuff. You know, God, I haven't played this one for a while. Damn, I can't. This was our lighthouse, now it's mostly dark. It's like the winter solstice every day. Sun barely creeps across the horizon, and even then it's still cold and gray. I stand my watch every day. 147 steps to the top I climb. I've counted them at least 1,000 times too. A signal beam scout across the darkness, but never sure it gets to you. The 3 bells in all night swell. I remember a time when I didn't know the ocean was so deep. Out of sight, out of mind, you'll never know what swims beneath your feet. What am I to you, lonely lighthouse keeper on his lonely watch, trying to steer you through, keep you off these jagged rocks. These pretty shipwrecks all around, they've done studies to know what they found. 'Twas the captain, foolish captain, right aground. Can you blame her for abandoning ship, listing to starboard? I doubt we can limp back to port, back to you. And then there's a whole second verse and stuff like that. But there you go. That is my Luna Lone Wolf guitar. So, ha boop a dooble. Those weren't actually words. Add it to the collection. Goes up on the wall next to the 12-string Ovation, which it used to be. I used to play that one all the time. All the time. Where is the end of that? Where is Lighthouse? Let me play the end of Lighthouse because it's got that whole
This was our lighthouse across the horizon. Even then it's still cold and gray.
and then everything just kicks.
But I stand my watch every day.
Also a mandolin. Because it's a sea song. You gotta have a mandolin in a sea song.
147 steps to the top I climb.
But the end of it is, like I said, it's kind of crazy.
The old keeper on the water, whatever happened to him? Some say he's still out there, some say just legend.
You got the wind. I'm such a sound designer. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. This Saturday, Dark After Dark, I have no idea who my guests are, but we're back online unless they ban me again. And I've been looking into like broadcasting on TikTok. I can do it, but I have to do it through their program, so I've got to kind of bounce it through. I'm really used to Streamlabs, which is where I do all my little tips and tricks and stuff like that. I'm going to go have a chicken pot pie. I hope you enjoyed the new guitar. I think it's pretty as hell. Any comments, questions, stuff like that? Please feel free. Also on my page, there is almost a fully done copy of The Dream, that first tune I did, where I'm questioning whether it needs drums or not, because we're putting drums on all the tracks, but that one's kind of just like, it might not need it. So I'm gonna crowdsource it. If it comes with like, doesn't really need it, as opposed to, oh wait, let me get rid of my verb a little bit off of that. Let me get rid of the verb. If it comes in as doesn't need it by the majority of the crowd, then screw it. It's just going to come on. My favorite artist, Susan Vega, would often have a song or two that just didn't have any drums. I mean, a great example of that is Tom's Diner, which became a huge hit when those guys sampled it. But the funny thing about Tom's Diner is there's two versions of it on our album. It's the first song on Solitude Standing. I think it's Solitude Standing. And it's he's sitting, and it's just vocal. It's just a thing. And then the very, very last song on the album is just an instrumental version of Tom's Diner, which means that she had a whole version of it ready to go. And she's like, you know what? I just want to split those up, because the one at the end is just instrumental, so that she would have sung over, and probably did sing over when she did the track. That kept her in pitch and stuff like that. Thanks, Melissa. Hey, I am still live. Hey, how about that, Lisa? I think you missed. I think you missed The Dream. I did a full version of The Dream, and that's about it. So I'm as happy as I can be with that guitar. Like I said, it's a little tinny, but it's still. I mean, I'll listen back to this, and I'm like, it's not like it sucks. It's just that the other ones are so nice. Like, I mean, like just the I mean, just the tone of the tone of the other ones are just so deep. The tone of the other ones are just so deep and beautiful. It's really tough to compete with them. But this one's going to hang on the wall, and it's going to probably hang horizontally to show the wolf, because it can. I mean, it'll certainly look pretty like that. Well, look at the reflection; it's so shiny. It is so crazy shiny. You can see all the porn in there. No, I'm just kidding. But it really needs to sit like that. It really needs to sit, because the wolf, he's got to be like, he's howling at the moon. Of course he is. He's looking at the moon. Oh, look at that. I mean, of course he is. Of course he's looking at the moon. That's hysterical. I love it. Oh yeah, I messaged you when I figured, I guess you were busy doing something. I messaged you. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go in for a hot minute and play a tune or two or 3 or 10 or whatever. But Saturday night, where's my camera? There it is. Plus, there's a lot more songs. When it finally comes out, maybe we'll do an opening, like an album release party thing. Like I said, 5 albums I've released, I've never done that. But maybe we'll do it for this one, because this one's really special. I think this one's about as good as I get, But yeah, go by my page and listen to The Dream and tell me if you think it needs drums or not. I'm really interested in people's opinion about that one, because I'm starting to lean towards no, that it's done. I think Melissa was saying that, like, the finger picking on it really, just it gives it enough, sort of percussion-y sort of like stuff to it, and it's got that sad thing, the first house, the one we were happy in. Anyone that's been through, I don't advise going through a divorce and terrible breakups, or even okay breakups. Or is there such a thing as a perfect ending? But everyone can deal with that sort of thing. Anyway, that's about it. Well, listen to the compression off that. I will catch up with you guys. Thanks for tuning in if you stop by. And see you on Saturday. And it's good to be back, I guess. It's been a little while. I've kind of missed it a little bit. But, I guess I did something really bad. Who knows what I'm going to do next. I will catch up with you. Here, let's play the end credits. Ready? We all missed this.
I wanna know how it feels You don't know how it feels. You don't want to know how it feels. I would never wish that on you. No, no, no. How it feels, yeah. You don't know how it feels now. I said, thank you, everybody. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Delco Quarantine Open Mic. Delco Quarantine Open Mic. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Turn until the Delco Late Night. Right. Carl and all these other dudes, I don't know, they be talking crazy shit. Last time it was about a snowblower. Carl Park. He crashed his bike. Yeah, his knee was torn up. I never seen, nah, psych, I seen worse. He's alright. But check out Carl. Delco Late Night Quarantine Open Mic. Alright. Thank you. I could play that all night.